Hello and welcome to the instructions for Module 14. Module 14 will be covering Chapter 13 of your textbook and will focus on the topics of prejudice and intergroup relations. Please be sure to carefully read through that chapter and also to carefully review the PowerPoints associated with this module. You will be completing a discussion board, peer responses, and a quiz for Module 14. You will also be completing the last of your video responses for the course. The video response will focus on racism in terms of the definitions that are important to understanding this topic. And then I've added a second video which shows racial bias amongst children. Be sure to watch both of the videos for Unit 4 and to respond to the questions that I have drafted in the prompt of video response number 5. Okay, before I leave, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about prejudice and how it maps on to discrimination and racism. This is a really hot topic, and the way we see racism addressed in the media and daily life oftentimes brings up contentious ideas and even behavior. We even have important influencers in Hollywood and other media encouraging us to step away from the idea of race. And although we cannot scientifically understand or evaluate race in terms of a biological sense, we do see major social implications of race in modern society. Because of racism that we see across the globe, it's very important for social psychologists to continue to examine the formation of stereotypes, prejudice, discrimination, and racism, so that we can continue to build on our understanding of these concepts. This is also important so that we can continue to develop intervention strategies to help reduce the idea of in-group bias over out-group. Some of these constructs might be new to you, so please review them carefully. As a matter of fact, sometimes students have a hard time understanding the definition of racism because the old model looked at racial biases. New model has to look not only at race, but power. This is really well explained in the video. So if you do not understand the full definition of racism, please go back and rewatch the video. So again, I want to encourage you to continue to think critically about the idea that we form biases and we prefer people who are like us. We also form stereotypes very quickly because we have to organize a lot of information into schemas. It's a natural human process to form a stereotype, but we socialize children to turn stereotypes into discrimination and racism. Okay, I will see you back in Module 15, which will contain the instructions for the last chapter of this course.